Hey, what is going on, guys, and welcome to the video. Now, the absolute disaster of a vehicle I've got sitting behind me today is a 2006 Honda CR-V that hasn't been cleaned once in over 3 years since the owner bought it, but it wasn't the owner that brought it in, it was his wife. So I guess what happened here is she got so fed up with how dirty his vehicle was that she went completely behind his back to bring it to me, and he had no idea. So he's going to be in for the surprise of his life when he gets it back, and it looks brand new. But before that can happen, there's a ton of work to do, as the whole exterior is just absolutely filthy and the interior is even worse. From the bullet shells to the mountains of dirt, garbage, and spilled fertilizer, the CR-V has clearly been used as a work vehicle, which means every single inch of it is dirty, especially the carpets and seats. But just before I dive into the detail and hopefully get the owner out of the doghouse, take a second and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I post a new video like this every week, and if you've got the bell on, you'll get notified the moment they go live. Alright guys, well, wish me luck, because I've got one heck of a challenge ahead of me to get the CR-V looking new again. And as always, sit back, relax, and enjoy the transformation. Okay, well, starting on the pre-wash rinse here, and believe it or not, but there is some nice red paint hiding underneath, and as you know, this is a critical step in the process, as I need to get as much dirt as possible off the vehicle so that I can avoid instilling any scratches or swirl marks in the paint during the wash stage later on. Starting on the back now, and to give you a bit more background on the vehicle and how it ended up getting so dirty, well, the owner lives on a farm, which pretty much explains it all. And like I mentioned in the opening, he's had it for about 3 years now, so between farm work and driving on gravel roads all the time, it doesn't take much for a vehicle to get dirty. So knowing that, and I'll make sure I'm extra thorough when I'm spraying out all the cracks and crevices, so I can make sure I get all the trapped and hiding dirt out. Okay, as I work my way around the vehicle, I wanted to quickly remind you guys that episode 10 of the Studio Build series is up on the second channel, the Detail Geek 2, as of a few days ago, so make sure you go and check that one out. This time the slat wall is going up in the studio and a whole bunch of other progress is made too, so don't miss it. We're getting closer to the finish line and I can't wait to show you guys. Okay, getting to work on these dirty wheels now, and I wanted to let you know that from right now until the end of the weekend, so midnight on Sunday, you can use code AUGUSTBRUSHES over at detailgeekautocare.com to save 20% on any of the wheel brushes as well as the leather brush. So that's the small or large wheel and rim brush, the wheel brush, tire brush, and leather brush. Just use code AUGUSTBRUSHES at checkout to get 20% off. Okay, well it's time to start on these really dirty floor mats, including the trunk liner, which is absolutely disgusting and full of all sorts of things. So after getting some of my carpet cleaner sprayed on, I'll hit it with the medium green drill brush to agitate and loosen all the dirt and grime up, and then simply just blast it with the pressure washer, and you guys won't believe what comes out of the driver's mat and the trunk liner. Okay, well after disconnecting the battery, unbolting the seats and unhooking the electrical connections underneath, I'll quickly get the seats removed and you'll see how necessary that is, as there's quite a bit of mess that was hiding underneath them. So then the next step is to get all the personal items and garbage removed, like the bullet shells, and then I'll get to work with the vacuum. Okay, well, as I'm sure you could guess, this Honda has pretty terrible carpet which traps dirt and debris, so getting all the little rocks and pieces of straw and whatever else is in here out is definitely more challenging, but it's imperative that I do a really good job with the vacuum, as it will directly impact how easy it is to extract the carpets in a little bit. Alright, well, getting to the second of the fertilizer spills in here, and it really never ceases to amaze me at what kinds of messes I find in vehicles. Even though I feel like I've seen it all at this point, there's always something new like this to surprise me, but thankfully this time it's pretty easy to clean up as the vacuum can take care of most of it. Now, with how dusty all the interior panels are in here, it's critical that I get as much of that loosened up and removed as I can before I use the steamer on it, which will greatly limit the mess it makes. So I've got my Detail Geek boar's hair and ultra soft detail brushes, and we'll go around the entire interior, agitating in all the crevices. And as I've said before, these detail brushes are a tool that I couldn't possibly detail without. So if you're looking to up your detail game significantly, consider picking some up over at detailgeekautocare.com. Moving up to the driver's footwell, which was the dirtiest section in the vehicle, and with some of my new Detail Geek carpet cleaner sprayed on, I'll agitate with the medium green drill brush this time, as the dirt is really embedded. And for those of you wondering when you'll be able to get your hands on the carpet cleaner and the rest of the new chemicals, well, it shouldn't be too much longer now, so keep an eye on the website, or consider signing up for the newsletter, as that's where I'll be announcing the launch first. Here's the bucket full of disgusting water pulled from the CRV today. Gross. Alright, well, starting on all the interior panels now, and the only way to tackle these is with some Detail Geek all-purpose cleaner diluted at heavy strength, which is 4:1, and my McCulloch steamer with the brush attachment on, and you guys can see how quickly the steamer is able to obliterate the nasty grime in here. And then it's just as simple as wiping it clean with a microfiber towel. So if any of you guys out there have ever thought to yourself, man, I really need to get one of those steamers, well, you'd be right. Not only do they work great for detailing, but I actually have used mine to deep clean my tile shower, and it worked just as good, so you really should give the steamer a look. The link is down in the description for you, and it will undoubtedly make all your household cleaning easier. starting on these seats now, and because they're really dirty, I'm opting to use the steamer today to get them clean. But for those of you whose leather seats aren't this bad, consider picking up one of my leather brushes. They're gentle on leather, but will make getting into the seams really easy. You can find them at detailgeekautocare.com, and if you use code AUGUSTBRUSHES at checkout, you can save 20% off the brush as well as all the wheel brushes too. Now as I work on applying 303 around the car, I just wanted to say that if you haven't tried this stuff yet, you're really missing out. The link is down in the description for you, but you should really consider picking up a bottle as it will make your entire interior look incredible, and it does a great job with UV protection as well. And as you guys know, I always apply this to every plastic surface in a vehicle, including in the glove box and storage compartments. Even though I know the customer likely won't ever notice, it's just not in my nature to do a less than perfect job. Okay, one of the last steps here is to get some of my Detail Geek glass cleaner sprayed onto my waffle weave towel, and the process here is pretty simple. Spray the cleaner onto the towel to avoid overspray and drips, wipe down the glass, and then flip the towel for the final wipe. But the true secret to streak-free glass in the hard-to-reach front windshield is to use a waffle weave towel like the one I'm using here. Alright guys, well 14 hours later and the factory reset button has been hit on the CRV and it is looking truly spectacular. It's hard to believe that's the same vehicle that I started with today. Now if you guys enjoyed this transformation, make sure you smash the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos. Enjoy the guitar outro and I'll see you guys in the next one.